There we go. We're live.
All right.
We're live. Chris,
we're live. I'm
take
back.
us in.
Yes. Welcome, family, friends, and other podcast listeners. Here with me is Daniel Bug, Ethan Jakes, who
You
is
just
a little
doxed
sickly.
me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You just he full on doxed me, dude. I've been doxed.
You've been doxed. Welcome,
hilarious.
and I feel like I should be welcoming myself because I've been absent.
No, let me welcome
But also
you.
here's
Welcome,
Cortland.
Chris.
Thank you, Cortland.
You've been
Thank
gone
you.
for 2 weeks.
Been gone for too long.
were you
Long
at?
enough for me to just want to sit on a recliner. My knees are hurting. I want to wear New Balance shoes.
Where have you been?
Lake Tahoe.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
On what occasion?
Honeymoon.
Hey,
we got
there
the
it
ring
is.
on. This is just the sub ring. But got the ring on.
Where's
got
your
the
actual
marriage
ring?
going
Is it like coming
at the
later?
house. No, it's
Oh,
at the
I
house.
see.
It's just because I
That
was
is work,
working.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is
yeah.
it?
Oh, the actual ring?
Yeah.
Titanium with like a little wrap of onyx. So
Dang, dude,
little,
nice.
Yeah.
little simple, but real nice. But I'm glad to be back.
He's glad to
And-
be
and
back.
Is this the official announcement?
What?
Of a new person officially being completely a part of the podcast.
This is
I guess
This is
so.
it.
this is it. Cortland,
Our brother in Christ and his brother-in-law, but
And
we're
your
brothers.
brothers. We're all
Come on,
brothers.
we're all brothers. We're all brothers. We're all
That's right.
brothers.
awkwardly fixing my mic here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because we were talking about it because originally Cortland was just filling in for you, and
And it was fun.
and it was just fun, and it's just like, dude, it would be so awesome because you and I, we've wanted to start a podcast. I'm like, you should just stick with us.
Join us.
Just join us.
Join the light
We're
side.
cold.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
The
man's
lion's
a
dead.
podcast co-host. Ow.
Oh,
That's right. That's right. Shout out to Alansis.
Mm.
My
Bible-
favorite.
Bible nerd
Woman.
bros are about to stand on business.
Yeah.
That's right.
Our number one best viewer, along with
That's
other
right.
number one best viewers
Is it hot in
that
here?
I won't
Just me?
dox, like Daniel.
I was about to say, are you wearing something underneath that?
Yeah. Because, to be fair, it's your wife that's watching at the moment, but,
Yeah.
Just like there's 2 layers and it's just too much.
Yeah.
I was trying to look nice. I was
It's getting
trying to
hot.
look nice.
Well,
but
especially with the
that
light.
like it brings me back to Messiah.
Dude, it does.
And like the suits and like
Wow.
the sweat dripping down your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well, this is great because I could not leave. I had to come back.
He had to come
and
back.
I'm so glad
He
that
had to come
Cortland's
back.
going to be joining us
I tried
Way
to
more
be-
often.
I tried to look nice, guys.
or all the time. Don't worry, because I don't look. Still got my work clothes on, but I love yapping, as the kids say these days. So
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
let's yap, y'all.
Let's yap. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's nerd out on the Bible.
Let's nerd out on the Bible. Tell me when that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and fix that camera while there's no people watching
Okay.
currently.
There will be.
Well, the
Once
most
it's
important
posted-
person to me is watching right now.
That's so sweet.
Thanks.
Mm.
When it's hold on, it's adjusting now. It's just like 5 seconds. About right there. Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
You're still adjusting it. I'm kidding. That's so crazy.
I know. Because we're using your iPad for. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, thank
It's
you.
actually kind of cool because this is what the people see, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're seeing what the people are seeing. But yeah, we've got a whole different setup than we usually do.
Yeah.
We're using the recording stuff that we started doing and just doing that for live streams, and it was pretty easy because we're just filming with my phone, and we've just
logos pulled up on your. Okay, good.
yeah. In fact,
Nice.
let me pull that up right now, just for window capture, and there we go. We got that popped up for when we want it. So. Yeah. But what have you guys been reading in scripture recently? What's been something that you guys have been reading in your daily devotions or something like that? By the way, I'm going to be letting them answer a lot of the questions. I'm saving my voice because I am sickly. So they are
It's fair.
Little ickly sickly.
little ickly sickly.
I did want to bring up one thing, and I'm so curious to get your guys' thoughts on this because a wise man was telling me last night, Jamie Wiseman,
Jamie Wiseman.
that Jesus technically never said "I love you."
Oh, not once.
In
Yeah.
Scripture.
Okay, I was
Mhm.
thinking specifically of the story in Peter. Not in Peter,
In,
but
in John,
in John.
but Peter was talking
but Peter
about
was
which John. That's I brought that up, but John's the one that
John's the
said
one
that-
that said it, and then
that I-
Jesus never said it back. He asked him 3 times, and then
John.
I know
John's like, he loves me. I'm the one he loves.
Yeah.
But technically, Jesus never apparently never said that. He never said "I love you." He said the Father, like God, the Father loves you, right? Which they're all triune.
Yeah.
But I find that really interesting. And one thought that I had with that was just, I find it so interesting that today we have this really false idea that God the Father is a God of wrath,
Mm-hmm.
and that God the Son, Jesus, is the one that loves us, kind of hippy dippy. But what we really see is God the Father's mercy and Jesus sacrificing himself, but also putting the law to the next level by saying, hey, if you look at a woman with lust, you commit adultery.
Yeah.
So Jesus was actually putting stuff to the next level. He wasn't this hippy dippy, no, he flipped the table,
Yeah.
Jesus
Literally.
was on business for sure.
He was standing on business.
Come
That's
on.
right. He was standing on business.
Exactly.
But anyway, I just wanted to give that to you guys, see if there's any scriptures you could think of, because I found
No.
that to be
No.
interesting.
In fact, the only one where he was close to saying that type of thing was to Peter, and I remember he did not say it back.
Mhm.
But I can't tell you what. Well, again, you're right. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Doesn't say he
It's
didn't
not
say I
the
love you.
Son. Yeah.
But that is an interesting
I know.
interesting perspective, because he does love us. We know he loves us.
Absolutely. But
But
it's
he
like
never
he
says
showed
it.
us.
He showed us.
He didn't have to
Yeah.
say it.
He showed us.
He didn't have to
Yeah.
say it. You know.
Like I need to put this somewhere, because I just love the verse, the parable of the man who built his house on the rock versus the sand.
Yeah.
The difference was that they both knew, only one did. The one on the rock applied the word of God, applied the scriptures. So it's like Jesus was saying, I'm showing you my love. I don't even need to say it. I'm showing it,
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting.
Exactly. What about you, Cortland? Have you had
Dude,
any
I just
thoughts
read-
or can I use your phone for something real
Yeah,
quick?
it's fine. I just read. It's me.
It's me.
I just read Esther, dude.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Speaking of things not being mentioned, God's
Ether.
name wasn't mentioned once.
And
in
Esther and Song of Solomon, aren't those the two?
Yeah.
I think technically Song of Solomon does, but it's like maybe once. No, Ruth was just once.
Ruth was once, yeah, but Esther.
I just randomly was
Oh my
like,
goodness, there's so much in that book.
I know. I just read chapter 8 last night before bed.
Mm.
You know, when she saves the Jews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
Oh, I didn't know you were live streaming. When did you start? We started
oh, there you go.
12 minutes ago.
I was actually gonna take I was gonna text her. She found it.
Oh.
She found it.
Yeah.
No, we started about 10
I
minutes
didn't know
ago.
you were going to stream, said Madeline.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Using
there
your
we
brother's
go.
bad at communicating. Daniel.
Dude, hey, I've been out of it. And hey, I said 2 days ago that we were live streaming. No,
You mentioned it.
I
Your hands are
mentioned
clean.
it. My hands are clean. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't mention it sooner than that. But yeah, we're live streaming. So any questions you guys have for us, like if you want to put in the most wild question that you know is going to spark controversy, like you have the power to do so. We'll answer it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll answer it.
Yeah.
And
And if we
pick
answer with I don't know,
Hey,
that might be the case.
we're-
But
we might pull a Mike Wiener
Pick
head on
one.
again.
Pick one. You know us. Most of the
Not-
people in the chat know us. Pick one that we all disagree on.
hey,
Ooh. I don't
Hey.
even.
I don't even know
don't
what that
even
would
know
be,
what
but
that would be.
I'm sure
But
people
our
who know
wives
us would.
definitely would.
Yeah. I'm sure they would.
Your
I
wife's
can't
not
think of
watching.
any. I can't think of really too much
if
off the
only-
top of my
I
head.
know.
well, yeah, she works.
Now, all three of
Tuesdays
us.
Always.
By the way,
Tuesdays always.
Always.
Tell her to change it.
it can't be two on one. All of us have to disagree.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the tough part.
That's
Is
the tough
Daniel
part.
and
All of
I
us have to
agree on
agree.
way too much.
Or
Yeah.
we can
It
all
bothers me.
disagree with somebody in the comments. That.
Yeah,
exactly.
Madeline.
Look at those 3 married men.
Yeah.
I'll dip.
Boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This chat's getting crowded.
Oh, I got one because I've
Yeah.
been talking a lot about this, and it was really interesting because Bible study yesterday, we decided just because different random questions were brought up,
Mhm.
and we were like, let's just do this as Bible study, do it a little different than we usually do,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this is a good idea for the future as well.
Yeah.
Just like asking questions, like doctrinal questions, and just being like, what do you guys think of this, or what do you think of this scripture? And we were just digging into the most random topics.
Yeah.
One that I was thinking about because there was a story that I was hearing about this. Right. Divorce.
Mm.
Oof. Should never happen. Right.
Mhm.
But if that were to happen, what does the scripture say about remarrying? And we were talking about this as far as like a bunch of random things we were talking about.
Yeah.
Little things we were like, what is the answer to that?
Yeah, that's a question I've always had too, because the Bible talks about, there's certain instances where it's allowed to get a divorce.
Mhm.
You're allowed to get a divorce.
Yeah.
Permitted, more like.
Yeah.
But like what if just like in today's American society, what about when you just get a divorce because you don't like the person or whatever? Like what do you do moving forward? Let's say you get saved after that,
Right. Because obviously it's
or
like,
you're a Christian.
I know. It's like
like
Jesus never says you should. He only
Right.
says you can under like the
Certain
premise
law, yeah.
of they broke the covenant,
Mhm.
right? And there's a couple ways in which that can happen. But never that you should, just that you can. And but
Mhm.
the real question is like, okay, say you're like a 20-some-year-old and get a divorce. It's like, well, now you have another 60 years, let's say, of your life
Yeah.
to be celibate, right? To not get married again, to fight temptation.
Yeah.
Like on a practical standpoint, I'm like wrestling with that because there was a story that I heard about this, and I was like, if I was giving somebody advice that went through a divorce because they didn't listen to me, probably, what would I say? And so this was something I was just thinking about, and Matthew 5 is really the main one that you can take from. Also, what you were talking about with Romans 7.
Yeah.
Lance has pretty much said what I was thinking of. It's that if you get remarried after a divorce, you're committing adultery part.
Oh yeah, and what's funny is Paul in Romans 7.
Mhm.
This is the weird thing. So obviously he's not talking specifically about marriage. Is not the focus of Paul's writing.
Mm-hmm.
It's on our relationship with the law and our relationship with Jesus. But he uses it he uses marriage as an example. So if we die to the law or the law dies, then we are free to be joined with Christ. But we got to die to the law first. And he was using that as an example of remarriage, when somebody dies but he said, if you're with somebody else while your spouse is still alive, then it's considered adultery, like it would be with the law when you break the law.
Right.
So, but again, that's not something you can fully stamp on as far as a conclusive statement about divorce and remarriage,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
because it is just an example.
Because the only other one I see, and there's a lot of ways. So the context in Matthew 5 is taking a plank out of your own eye, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting a lot of parables, right? Just a lot of, there's another word for it, just a lot of doctrinal ideas, right? That's like,
Yeah.
But putting it on such a standard because it's like God's law is so great, you should pluck out your eye if sin is going to send you to hell. If looking at somebody with lust.
Mm-hmm.
But he says in verse 31, it was said, whoever sends his wife away, let him give her a certificate of divorce. So I want to point out also on a cultural standpoint, got to understand, can it work both ways? Good to have that
Yeah.
in mind before I continue. Because in that cultural time, the wife could not get a divorce,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Yep.
so it was like, okay, we're looking at the man's perspective, but can it go the other way?
Mm-hmm.
More than likely. In verse 32, but I say to you that whoever divorces his wife, except for reason of unchastity, makes her commit adultery. Okay, right. Now continuing
Turn
that
your mic
verse.
a little.
So that's a
There we go.
thing, right? So in that same verse, so it's a continuing thought. And so it's continuing thought. Whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery. Very interesting how he phrases this because, and I'm not stating an opinion because I think that like you really shouldn't be in that position anyway.
Right.
But the way that's said is that if you marry a woman who had a divorce, you're committing adultery. That's speaking for the guy.
Yeah.
The guy that marries this woman and that she had a divorce, which could not guarantee, it could be go either way, could be a continuation because it's in the same verse of that woman committed adultery and then is remarrying. That adultery that she committed is now being imputed to her new husband because he married a woman who committed adultery. So it's like there's not too much clarity in it.
Yeah.
But it's like just one of those topics where I'm like, man, I hope and pray that nobody goes through that position, right, of having to remarry. But I know people who have married multiple times. So because it's so unclear, I wouldn't want to take a perspective of, oh, your marriage isn't a real marriage. But then also I'm thinking, well, if I take a certain opinion, like how could I give advice on this?
Right.
So anyway, that's my
Well, and I
soapbox.
wouldn't even say like it's not a real marriage because you have made a new covenant for that person. Like, then would it be okay if you go, if say you get married and you get divorced for ungodly reasons, and then you go to marry somebody else, and then you cheat on that person? Are you cheating with that person or are you cheating with your first spouse? And I think that's where it starts to just get too complicated, and we have to start using like practical wisdom.
Wait, that's really good.
Right. Or like if you get divorced from somebody, marry somebody else, and then you cheat on your second marriage with the first one.
Oh.
Then it's like who's getting cheated?
Yeah,
out
right.
And also,
And
like,
is it not?
what is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is happening at that point?
But
Just
that
making
I'm glad
stuff up at
I'm
that
glad you
point.
bring that up though, because let's say you like had sex with your partner before you were married. That marriage perhaps was built on sin because you sinned with each other before being married. But does that mean your marriage isn't valid?
Right. No, absolutely not.
That sin was very wrong, but that doesn't make your marriage invalid. So that's a good thought. You
totally.
get married. It's like, well, you just search your heart if you had a divorce before and this is the right thing for you.
Yeah.
But
Jerry
anyway,
Springer vibes. Lance just said.
Jerry Springer vibes. Right.
That's
but
crazy.
anyway, it's one of those things where I was like just hearing a story about it and it made me think. I was like,
Well, and it comes back to what you said about how you got there in the first place
right.
does play a huge role.
Well, because you're already making some big mistakes
Just to get to that
just to
point.
get there. Yeah.
So if people are worried about that question now, say it's somebody who has committed adultery, they're divorced from their spouse and they remarried somebody else. And they're like, what do I do? Say it's like a year after all this stuff happened. Well, the spouse you're married to, be faithful to them and work things out.
Work things out always.
Just
Marriages
that-
are so much stronger.
yeah.
Like at the end, let's like for instance, when there's people.
Well, and not work. By the way, I wasn't saying work things out with the first marriage because
No.
you've already broken that.
Yeah.
yeah.
No. I'm saying like when you're in your first marriage, and your times are tough, the more you're able to work through that and draw closer to God, like, the better the marriage is going to be down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you're going to basically be bulletproof.
Yeah.
And there's a point where that does happen.
It's what Nate Moratzik was saying
Yeah.
was that I was like, when I was dating Hope, I was like, dude, I need advice. What do you think?
Yeah.
Just thinking, preparing for that, like the idea of marriage. He just said communication.
Yeah.
If you can work stuff out, your marriage is going to be great.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Center it
Yeah.
on God.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Doesn't
When-
need to be
When
changing
you're
each other.
constantly, when you're constantly like running away from challenges,
Mhm.
that's a big red flag.
Big time.
Exactly.
And it's just like none of them are going to last if you do that.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
'cause some of my own family members who are on their third wife.
That's tough, and it does
It's
damage.
upsetting. Oh, absolutely.
It does damage. You see that.
Not
Yeah.
just yourselves, but with everybody
Yeah.
around you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. No, it hurts. Broken relationships are already hard. Like broken friendships are hard.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone a broken marriage, which is supposed to be the
Mistakes.
strongest thing besides your relationship with God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's just like when you see that broken, it's very discouraging, especially if you look at it as being an image of Christ in the church.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, wow. Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow.
Yeah.
Madeline said, "How have each of you been seeing God work in your own lives lately?"
Marriage.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Do tell, how is that affected your walk with God?
Mm.
And I'm going to turn off that light right above your head.
Perfect. I would say, I don't know. I feel, I definitely feel different. Like I feel more matured in a way that I didn't think. Like kind of, I can't really explain, but you guys get it.
I do.
And like, I also feel way, way greater respect for Hope. Not that I didn't respect her before,
I
but
know
it's
what you're
like being married now. It's like there's just something different,
Yeah.
you know, like just such a level of respect
Yeah.
and honor, you know, where it's just like I like love her, you know, enough where I'm thinking if I maintain this, and even in times when I don't, but if I maintain this, it's gonna be the most perfectest marriage ever exist. You know, like just doing things just for the sake of it. And ever since being in a relationship with her, I felt a lot more like charitable in my heart. Like I'll give, but like in my heart, I feel more conviction when I'm not. And also I feel definitely a greater love for my friends and family because there's just something about connecting and being like, I'm putting all this value into this person and I want to see her all the time. But for some reason, and Joe and I were talking about this, for some reason also I really like am excited to see, you know, our people, friends and family, because we're there for each other and I can talk with them and tell them stories and they can tell me stories and we can just enjoy each other's company and have a love for one another. That's a different kind of love, like a brotherly love. And it's just like amazing to see the fellowship and be edified. Edification's probably the biggest word I could use for everything.
Yeah.
It's
No, it's good. And it
heckin'
totally,
awesome.
totally changes you.
Yeah.
It definitely changes.
Like I'm
you.
waking up earlier in the morning. Crazy.
Yeah.
For no reason.
What about you, Corlin?
Patience.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother.
Baby.
The baby, sleep,
Mm.
lack thereof. Learning how to time things better. Learning how to remember that it's me and Atlantis first. I mean, obviously it's God first, but like as far as our household goes,
Yeah, above the kids, and
because things get super frustrating,
Mm.
and it's easy to kind of either push blame or to overlook the person that you married,
Right.
fell in love with.
Mm.
So careful of that when you get married, or
I've-
when you have kids.
Whoa. I've actually thought about that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not something like, oh, we're always struggling with that. It's just something that you have to catch yourself,
Mhm.
like I
Oh, yeah.
did the
Just
other
like
day.
skipping the kids and going straight to the wife
Yeah.
first.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get distracted with stuff when you get home from work and it's like you're tired. It's so much easier to grab your phone or a kid than it is to like have a conversation
totally.
and have to think about stuff. But I do like talking to Alexis,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
How about you?
How has God been working in my life? Man, he's been doing a lot of work in there. Patience is being one of them, I think. It's always an issue, especially I tend to pile on a lot in my plate, and so I can let that stress build up. But honestly, he's been helping me with that, where I've been able to do what I need to do and also spend more time with my family. And being consistently more in the Word and in study.
Yeah.
Not just treating it like a chore, but actually something that I'm doing and getting up earlier, you know. That's always good. I love getting up early. I'm a morning person by default. So
I hate it.
that really changes my schedule, and I can get what I need to done before work. And it's always good. So there's that. And yes, so many things that need to be worked on,
Mm.
and God is slowly working on each of them. Sometimes
Yeah.
more some than others that need it more, but
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
yeah.
That's fair. I would also like to mention gratitude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
contentment,
Yeah.
because discontentment is
absolutely.
like the worst thing ever. And I don't want to lose this because like right now I'm like, dude, this is like the best ever. Like nothing
Yeah.
could change in life.
Uh-huh.
This is just the best. And but I just know as humans, it's never enough.
Nope.
You know, but
Never
being
is enough.
content is super awesome.
I get into those ruts sometimes where it's like you kind of daydream with like, oh, if I had this much money, if I made this much money, this is what I
Yeah.
could do. Oh my goodness!
If
Have
I were
the
to do this,
skills,
if I was doing that.
You start to covet a little bit. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oops, I gotta catch myself.
Yeah,
Because we're fine.
literally.
We're paying the bills fine. We're
Yeah.
getting groceries, all the groceries we need. I just got a new car, and like, you know, it would be nice to have more money, but I'm content.
That's good.
It's a good one. What was
Let's see. I'm going to jump to the most recent one first.
Okay.
What advice would you give to a very young, recently married couple from John Richardson? Hey,
Mm.
John Richardson's in the chat.
Hey.
Kind of what you said that
Yeah.
Nate said.
Yeah.
I just wanted to address that.
Or you
one
guys gonna give
before
me
you left.
advice? Yeah,
No.
go for it. No, go
you
for
can
it.
say
Oh.
what Nate told you.
Oh, wait, right. Was that before the podcast started?
No, it was during, but I think he just hopped on.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Communication.
Yeah.
Nate, that's what he told me. I was like, frankly, what was it? 2 months in
Yeah.
to dating, first relationship, and I was like, I just want to like know how to do things right. And he just said communication. If you communicate, and Ma said the same thing.
Yeah.
It just if you work things out, that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
It's like if you guys can work things out,
And
that's the only skill
Along with
you guys need
yeah,
together.
along with that communicating.
Speaking of communication,
Having a tremor here. Along with that communication, grace.
Yes.
Grace.
Oh,
Like
that's
you have to realize you're both learning something
Yeah.
new.
Mhm.
Like you don't treat it like you're supposed to be good at this communication thing
Yeah.
because you're not. You just gotten married. That's something I had to learn. Is kind of like you expect the other person to be super good at communicating, and you're both learning.
Yeah.
You just got married. You're just feeling out the path.
Mm.
well, and communication, that's also the thing. Just because people get confused between what's bad communication and what's different communication.
I was thinking that. Mhm.
and that's something I learned. Like, I was like, oh, we need to be able to communicate good. And I'm like, oh, wow, we communicate very differently. We need to like figure out how to communicate and learn each other's language.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that today because like Hope says, you know, that I'm a really good communicator. And so when
Mhm.
I'm trying to like work things out, sometimes I'm just like the one doing it. And it's just like, oh, sweet. But I'm not looking to change her mind. And we're this way, both
Right.
of us. I'm looking to be on the same page.
Make my case and expect a case back.
Exactly. But
But
then I'm
oftentimes
like, wait a
I don't
minute.
get a case back. I'm like, I'm not telling you what to do. I just want you to make your case.
Right.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like they think, oh, I'm giving you what you want, but it's like that's not what I want.
No.
I want
Mhm.
you to communicate back, but it's like, wait a minute, you're
Yeah.
not able to give me that the
Yeah.
way that I expect.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So yeah, learning each other's language,
Yep.
and I'm like figuring that out, and I'm
Yep.
you know having fun with it. It's going good, but like, yeah, communication. There was one thing, John Deloney, the one thing that I saw from him that was very interesting, about affairs. What's that?
I said I love John Lilly.
I know.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That was 82% of affairs happen at the workplace.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah.
how you work with your spouse.
Yep.
Because when you're at the workplace, say you have somebody of the opposite sex, it's like you're working together, even the negatives. You're complaining about the boss together, right? And you see each other when you got your suits on, when you got your makeup on, right?
Yep.
And so it causes this issue because you expect the same thing from your wife,
Mhm.
right? Or husband, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what he said is the problem is that, and this is so biblical too, is that marriages are the husband and wife trying to compete, doing better in the same things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem because they have a partner at work that's working with them better.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold on, how about we complement each other and then see what we're good at
Yep.
and then figure that out. Do different things. Be the best at these different things. You don't have to do the same things and be equally good at those same things, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what Holds of Marriage, he said. He's like, that's such a good thing is like, know what you're good at,
Mhm.
lead in that.
Yep.
And then your spouse can, as a husband, lead, right? And then your spouse, she has her gifts. You have yours. And don't fight each other.
Don't
battle
jockey for position.
Yeah.
You know, if your wife is better at managing money, let her do it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not about,
Exactly.
I'm losing my authority as a husband. It's like,
It's like,
you failed if you said that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Your ability to say that. I'm getting all tweaked here. Your ability to say that and like hand over like important roles is proof.
You have to do that all the time, and it feels bad, but like in some circumstances, if you're struggling with pride, because that's the thing that gets you. But when you actually see how valuable it is, it becomes a beautiful thing, and you start to appreciate the beauty of being a leader. Like when I like for this podcast, right? It's a very little thing, but when I'm rushing around. And I can have Cortland set up the sound stuff, and I know he's going to do it super well, and I have complete faith and trust that he's going to do it well.
Right.
Like, that is so... And it doesn't mean I'm doing any less. It doesn't mean that I'm not doing what I should be doing. I know where... It's like with music, right?
Yeah.
Or if you're trying to plan a wedding. There's so many things where, as a coordinator, it doesn't mean do everything.
Right.
As a leader, it doesn't mean do everything. It just means see what needs to be done and put the right people in the right places.
Right.
Yep.
There you
It's
go.
like, yeah.
Like, I'm not going to interrupt Hope's cooking because I can't cook worth anything. So
I like cooking, honestly.
But you're a really good cook.
Are
So,
you?
like, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Like Daisy said, glazing Cortland.
That's right. Blazing Cortland.
Let's see. Madeline, which one area of your lives that you would like to see change?
Oh, was there a question up here? Or was that
That's the one.
Oh, that was
can't
the one.
read any
Okay.
of
Yeah, I
those.
can't. I'm
Sorry,
get glasses.
This angle, just getting old. Dang.
Yeah, right.
What's one area of your lives that you would like to see change? Dang.
I would like to get a thicker skin. I like to get a thicker skin. Not let things
I'm
bother
not-
me so much.
Okay, I second that, and that's
Yeah.
not because I don't want to think about it. Because that's something I've been. Yeah.
And
My boss always said, not to cut you off.
No,
My
you're
boss
good.
always said like you have to have a tougher skin, and I always have had a tough skin. But like when things get heated, sometimes it's like you take it too personally. And
Yeah.
that's something I struggle with.
It's fair.
And then you get upset
Yeah.
about it. But you continue what you're saying.
Well, exactly. And the thing is it's not just like in an argument with people. Like for me, I have like learned certain skills to be able to hide things. Like because I know I'm a little more sensitive, that I try to think like logic my way out of getting frustrated. And it works a lot better than it did when I was younger. But it's also other things. It's like anything. It's like inanimate objects can be the most frustrating thing on the face of the planet.
My biggest thing is road rage. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I can get
I actually
frustrated.
have
too.
massive road rage.
Dude,
My road rage is
same.
really bad. It's really bad.
Like people trying to get in at the merge at the last moment, like in front of me. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
you're not doing that.
I hit at least 5 of those people.
Yeah, or those
Kidding,
people that
kidding.
drive right up next to you because they're gonna like make you shove off so they can get ahead.
Oh my goodness.
It's like the fight to want to just kind of like, oh, okay.
It's
Road rage
it's
is
worse for
crazy.
me. Sometimes I get mad at the people who like they probably don't know the area well.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're just like it's green and they're like today Hunter and I were going to work and there were like 2 things. I'm like, dude, it's green. And they're like they're turning, but they're also like making sure that nobody else is coming. I'm like, dude, that's the point of having a green light. And I got so frustrated. I not super frustrated, but like enough to where I'm like, okay, keep in mind they probably are new here. Maybe they're a new driver, you
Or
know,
they're
who knows?
old.
Or they're
Who knows?
old, you know.
My least favorite thing is, look, you have a trailer. There's acceptable reasons for this.
Yeah.
But if you're making a turn and you can just turn without stopping before you turn. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do.
Like, just turn.
Like when you're behind somebody,
Just
it's about to turn.
turn.
Like when you're following somebody on the road, and then like you're right behind them, you see that they're turning, and you expect them to just swing right into the turn.
Yeah.
So you're following them,
And
but
then
you're,
they
but you're
stop.
slowing down. You're slowing down a little, but they stop. So you're like right behind him. You're like, okay,
And
go.
they're like,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, dude, have you seen my dashboard? It's full of stuff.
Dude, you guys
Alright.
are just proving our,
And
you're just proving our point.
I will turn.
Yeah. Oh, dude, people driving 60 miles an hour in the fast lane, right next to people who are going 60 in the slow lane. Oh.
So we basically proved our point. That
We
is the
figured it
issue.
out.
That is the issue that we need work on.
Yeah.
Lord, help us, please.
Yeah,
we need
especially
it.
on my honeymoon, like driving. I was raging so hard when Hope was driving. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Alonso said, "My bad, guys. Turns scare me."
I know. No, we need to
Okay.
get over our rage.
Yeah, exactly.
Relax.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
slowing down.
Slowing down,
Slowing
not
down
getting
is a
'cause
really good
it,
one.
It leads having a thin skin leads to stress. It leads to anxiety.
Yeah.
It leads to anger and frustration.
I already deal with enough anxiety.
Yeah, exactly. And those are the things that culminate in it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I wear my heart on my sleeve, so it just goes everywhere too. So I'm just like, reel it in.
Yeah.
You know?
That's good.
One of the Nelsons said, "What did God say that Adam and Eve? Why did God say that Adam and Eve would die if they ate the fruit?" Good
So-
question.
What are in Romans, what are the wages of sin?
Death.
Death,
What is death?
Yeah. It could
absence,
absence from God.
void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Depletion.
I think it was more. It was more of a.
Dilatation.
It was more of a spiritual death than it was.
Yeah,
physical.
and there's also
Yeah.
some sense of a physical death, like their bodies
Well, because
are now going to decay and they will die.
Yeah.
the world is
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the whole like if we're looking at it from a
Mr. JW.
philosophical, if you're looking at it from a philosophical level, death is literally empty.
Empty,
It's
yeah.
gone.
Mhm.
It's absence.
Mhm.
It's the absence of life.
Yeah.
Totally.
So that's
Yeah.
that question.
Yep.
And free will.
Easy. No,
Free
kidding,
will,
kidding,
free will,
kidding.
free will.
Free will, free
Free
will,
will.
free will. Yep, free will.
Exactly.
We stop right there.
Yep.
Wait, actually, I did want to bring something up.
Uh-huh.
Bring it up.
I might have already said this, but I don't care. Glenn Scrivener.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was talking about, because we know the soteriological ideas of Arminianism, Lutheranism, Calvinism, and this kind of has to
Provisionism.
do with like the wages of sin is death, kind of like what that all looks like, right? He says, "I will forever be on the fence, but there's 3 truths that every Christian should believe,"
Yeah.
and I completely agree. There is a hell. God desires we go to heaven with Him,
Mm-hmm.
and God is the one that saved us and saves each and every one of us.
Yeah.
All 3 are true. And the issue with that subject is that one is emphasized over the other.
Yeah.
And then that's when you find these different perspectives like Calvinism or Lutheranism. It's because one is being emphasized more than the other.
Yeah.
But all 3 are true.
Yeah.
It's like the Trinity. Are you
Yeah.
really going to try to understand that? I think free will
It's
is a good thing to lean on, because
Yeah.
without that,
And not
What
ultimate
is
and not
love?
ultimate free will. Actually, there's
right?
It gets
right,
complicated.
Okay, yeah, no,
Gets complicated. Like if you're
the level of free will.
Luther does have he has a good. Obviously, that's the thing that he was mostly known for. Besides the Reformation, was the bondage of the will.
Yeah.
Was
So sorry.
his book Bondage of the Will, and he's talking about that. And he's even talking about, do we really have free will in the little things?
Mm-hmm.
And philosophers, even secular philosophers, have a tough time reconciling free will, because are you just a product of your environment, the way you grew up, that influenced your decision? Or are you able to make a free choice?
Right.
But at the very least, where we are typically going to focus on it as Christians, we're going to
Mhm.
focus on as far as we know, and I lean one way than the other, but as far as we know, and everybody agrees with this, we do choose to have a relationship with God. Even Calvinists would admit that something like that, or Lutherans would admit something like that,
Mhm.
because they would say, well, yes, you knew, but within your own boundaries. When it comes to God, you didn't ultimately really make a choice. Make that choice. But as far as you know, you did make the choice.
Right. I wouldn't pull that emphasis.
Yeah.
Because that's where you get into just
Exactly.
punching air, as Paul says.
Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
exactly.
yeah, that's good.
But ultimate, like free will, ultimately, at the very least, we can agree we're either going to be slaves to sin or slaves to righteousness.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
Madeline said, have any of you had a recent opportunities to share the gospel? Not in the typical way. I'm not giving excuses either, but the way I conduct myself at work has been a testament before. Like my boss came up to me and said, "Why don't you ever cuss?"
Yeah.
And I told him why.
I've gotten that a lot.
But he was frustrated in something, and he noticed, or something was supposed to be frustrating me. He's like, why don't you just? He was saying it like funny,
right?
Like, you just scream, yell at me or something,
right?
Like that's not that's not what I do, and this is why, and blah blah blah.
Be a light.
So
I like that. Yeah, I definitely haven't been like as focused on it because I haven't really been around people.
True.
But with that being said, yes, I have. When I was in Sacramento, I gotta say it. Dang it. Getting a tattoo. Whoa, relax, guys. We can talk about that later.
We could talk about that. That's a whole other podcast episode.
Yeah. Getting a tattoo.
Our tattoo's evil.
1 Corinthians 13.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know what? I should have gotten the Leviticus verse as a tattoo.
Dude, that would have been hilarious, dude. That would have been so
anyway,
good.
I'll be back. But yeah, no, I was just talking with the guy and he was really curious and he was like, dude, I know there has to be a God. I just think that there can be like other kinds of religions and whatnot.
Yeah.
But as I tend to do with people that I think I'll be in contact with because I got his info and all that, I was like playing it real softball. I like to do that the first time. Okay, we're developing something here, and then kind of go in like way deep. But I was just telling him about Christ, what he did, and what I believe. And I was like, yeah, there has to be a God. Like going over what we totally agree on. I'm like, nobody in this world throughout all of history could give me every detail of one leaf. One leaf. Doesn't matter the leaf. One leaf. Nobody in this world ever could give me every detail of that. They couldn't. As humans, we just can't. That says something. There's detail. There's art. And so he totally understood that, kind of playing to his game a little bit of art and whatnot. But he seemed super receptive. He was like, yeah, I think that there's valid reason to believe it. Like, I think anybody's religion can take them to heaven. But I didn't argue that too much. But I think if I see him again, hopefully talk with him again and be able to, like, talk with him more. But it's always great.
Yeah.
What about you, Daniel?
Yeah, not really as much as I would like. Just being able to be in more of those conversations and initiate more of those conversations has been
It is kind of hard.
I do love wearing my I Heart Jesus hat.
That's great.
Because I get so many people talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And then sometimes we get to chatting. Recently, I was talking with a a Church of Christ person, and that was an interesting conversation, and that was because of I Heart Jesus. What?
Nice.
What's that?
I just remembered. I was in Willow Creek, like right before the wedding, and I saw these two people, like by the side of the road. I was on the phone with Hope, and I was going to pick up lunch, and I was like, honey, these are for sure Jehovah's Witnesses. So I just like went after them and went very positive after being like, I'm so glad, like we need to go out more, you know, and do that. But yeah, I like got one of their phone numbers and just sent a bunch of verses and then sent them like a really big problem with the jw.org. And they had zero argument. They're like, yeah, we just don't know all that much. I'm like, well, let me know if you ever have an answer for that. But that was great. Definitely need to do more though. Yeah, for sure.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Get in more of those conversations and draw people out, because it's and I mean that's the whole purpose of this podcast, is getting the gospel out there to as many people, as we can, we can at least. Yeah.
Lance just said, I kind of like the marriage as a sacrament view, not the Roman Catholic aspect necessarily. But I like the solemnity that is supposed to be emphasized in it.
Right.
It's true.
The fact that you're trying to be a reflection of Christ in the church.
Mhm.
Be a reflection of the Trinity. I mean, it's a reflection of so much, and there is a heavy weight to that, and you're supposed to it's supposed to reflect to other people, like when they see your marriage and they see God in your marriage. That should be a goal. Yeah.
Daisy said, "What would you do as a real Christian president?"
I would look
That's
at
a
all the
good one.
legislation.
Yeah,
and
Leviticus.
I'd really
Leviticus.
I would put Bibles in schools.
All of it. All of it.
Yeah.
Put Bibles in schools.
Bibles in
I would,
schools.
look at all the
It's
legislation.
not too aggressive.
And like not meditate on the legislation, but like I would take it home and like pray about each of the things and like
That'd be such a good headline. President Cortland, friggin'
Yeah.
also
meditating
a lot
over
more-
the.
something I would do is emphasize keep shutting down abortion clinics.
Yes.
100%.
That
But I
would be a
also
huge
want
thing.
to
Yeah.
push more health care for women
Mm.
in that position instead of just saying you don't get to have an abortion, but here's an outlet.
Right.
You know what I mean? More of that.
Yeah.
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 'Cause
Because there are outlets.
There are.
They're
There
just
are
not
outlets.
big
There's
enough.
They're not big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not pushing enough.
exactly.
Yeah.
Borders, close those
100%.
borders. Oh
Not
my
just- not-
goodness.
yeah, exactly.
Build the wall. Make it taller.
Not just
Make it taller is crazy. Dude, oh,
Build it around the
the
whole entire
dislikes are flowing
Send
in,
it-
boys. The
send it back,
dislikes are
send it
flowing
back.
in.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm just kidding. Oh, we're losing viewers. Oh no, we lost our viewer. No.
Oh, they're back.
Okay.
They've changed their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like as far as the women's paint it a rainbow, blame the LGBs, says Alexis.
I like it.
It would be tough because there is something tricky. I definitely don't think Christian nationalism is the answer.
No.
don't think so
Because
either.
there's definitely a different call. Because we live in a world that's complex and each nation has its own complexities.
Yeah.
And problems.
Focusing on making it a better nation is exactly what you are hired to do.
Exactly.
So you need to make it a better nation.
Yeah.
But also, what do you think makes it a better nation? And also, how can you work with Congress? Because you do have to work with Congress.
Yeah.
And that's complex. You
It
don't
is.
just get to make wild decisions and just do them. You
Yeah,
actually
it's
have
not
to.
simple.
You have to go through a process.
Yeah.
But I agree. Abortion would be my biggest thing. It would be like
Absolutely.
being able to help the women, but
help the women, being able to take care of them. Like,
Yeah.
let's not do this, but this is what we can do.
figure out something to do
financial
with
help.
that.
Like, let's put some of that money that we're saving towards like helping single moms who want to, get rid of their babies.
But that is also a tough issue that needs to be talked about.
Exactly.
Is
who would pass that?
well,
Yeah.
is it a state issue or a federal issue?
Mhm.
It based on the way our country is built. And right now it's a state issue, and I think at the very least that is an incredible thing because now it's up to the states to decide whether or not it should be made illegal or not. But
Right.
killing people across the board is a federal law.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not just a state law.
And
There are
double
limits
double
with state.
homicide of
Yeah.
of
Pregnant
pregnant
lady gets
woman.
scared,
Yeah.
killed,
So then the argument becomes, should it be federally illegal? I mean, I personally lean that way, but
But you just can't.
Yeah.
Like as
Yeah.
as president, like I don't think that would be possible.
I don't know if it would be possible.
That's
Because of the way
such
it's
a big
seen.
swing. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a complex answer because it's
is.
complicated.
Yeah.
Uh,
To compromise a little bit, but
yeah.
yeah, we'd definitely go for that.
Man, where were we? Up here?
we got a lot of questions. I love it.
A lot of it's just banter.
Oh, is it banter?
Did that one. What would you just real? That makes me so much sense.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for being such a bad communicator. Also, another agreement. Same Daniel saying Tuscan exterior. Yep. Christian artist. I need more niche Christian artists. I think every time we do a live, I feel like we go over this.
Yeah, exactly.
So just watch our past lives, I guess.
That's right.
You all must be a dog because BINGO, says Alansis. Alansis is pulling all of the electric e-bikes comment. You guys won't understand
No,
this,
I don't.
but
I have no idea.
Electric e-bikes comments from the Ryan and Haley 50th Day Challenge.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
No,
Yeah.
I
Nice.
think
Yeah,
maybe
I've seen
would.
some of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of
Because
By
it's
the
a
way-
sponsor, right, for them?
Yeah.
Was the e-bike.
Shout out Ryan and Haley.
Mhm.
They're
Crazy.
awesome.
They are.
Very good.
They're awesome.
Absolutely.
Christians.
Let's go.
Mm.
I love
Let's
Ryan.
go.
I love Ryan Trahan's
The most
testimony.
awkward, non-awkward man there ever
He makes,
was.
he makes things awkward.
He does.
He'll like
but he
do
rolls with
something
it.
So simple, and he's like so comfortably awkward. It's
I know,
hilarious.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Your mom said, "Would it help you? Would it help your neck to move the computer away a little bit more?" Who for you?
Oh, it's probably because of me.
Oh, it's
no,
probably
it-
because of what you look like.
yeah.
Well, there's a because
we
I've adjusted a few times because I noticed I was like this.
Or scoot your chairs a little closer together.
yeah. It's just awkward where it is.
Bryn said,
I'm not awkward.
the first question. Here we go.
I'm young.
What goes through your mind right before approaching someone to talk about Jesus and the Bible? Usually it's fear.
It's fear.
obviously.
Yeah, there's a lot of fear. Like,
what is this
am I
person
going to
gonna
get?
think?
Am I going to get rejected?
What's
Yeah.
the person
Prayer.
gonna think of me?
Prayer pops
Prayer.
in my mind.
Oh, dip.
Wow.
You're gonna be that person right now. We're all like, oh, what are people thinking of me? Like, honestly, I just pray a lot. Prayer pops into my
but that's not a
mind.
thought. Like, I'm in fear,
I'm
but I'm
kidding.
totally praying. But
Oh,
I'm praying
absolutely.
because I'm in
Yeah.
fear.
Yeah.
And I'm in
Because
fear
I
of the
don't have
Lord.
control.
I'm in fear
Yeah.
of the
I don't have
No,
control.
I'm trembling in my boots. Like, what are you terrified? Well, sometimes if you've already started
Yeah.
conversation and it's already
You
kind
built
of
up
moving that way,
momentum.
then I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go. Like, we're already moving. But if you're coming up to somebody, I'm like,
Yeah, my big. Whoa.
my
biggest
Imagine you walk up to somebody.
My biggest fear used to be like, what if I don't know the answer to that? What if
Yeah.
I don't know the answer? And I've come to realize that it doesn't matter. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to know the answer to everything.
When you say it out loud,
Yeah.
you're like, no, this is a dumb excuse.
Yeah.
Because I know that I have answers,
Mhm.
and I know that I can just use certain cop out answers.
Exactly.
It's like it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Once you get into the conversation and get in a flow with it, just
Yeah.
and it is hard just randomly approaching somebody.
Oh no, I got denied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Okay. Then let's see here. Goodness gracious. I almost got sucked to a Church of Christ. That's right, Alansis. She did.
Yep.
She went to one that said Church of Christ, and she thought it was something else.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
And they're kind of an
Oh,
odd
no.
one.
Mm.
One of the things I was talking with the guy about is they really hate the term denomination. Like they're like, no. We're not even they didn't even claim non-denominational.
Christ.
We're just simply the Church of Christ.
All right.
That's
Red
it.
flag. Anyway,
Mm.
And
Yeah, gay flag. Yeah.
no.
um,
But there's some other
can't be president
ones.
anyway. I'm not on the list, said Lancis. Yikes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a deep cut.
Mariah said, one of the many problems with Christian nationalism is once you legislate Christianity or make it mandatory, what happens to you once power changes hands?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
Right.
that's why I was talking about the federal and the
It
states.
makes things worse.
Exactly.
With abortion, you can make that argument morally
Yeah.
and within policy
Mhm.
because of things like murder. That like murder is just wrong across the board.
Yeah.
Although maybe the states do still decide that. No, the federal law. There's still some federal laws that surround that. But yeah, the issue with legislating Christianity is imagine a Satanist becomes the next president. What are you gonna do? It's tyranny, and that's how a country falls apart.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also revealing the Epstein list. Like what Trump out here just posting AI pictures.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he literally is posting AI pictures on Twitter.
That's such a boomer thing to do.
I know it's really bad. Like himself being buff, or like
Oh my God.
Obama saying some ridiculous stuff.
I know.
Oh, that's so
The banter,
wild.
banter is so crazy.
He's wild.
Are there any questions in there?
Too bad there's no list to be on. Ooh, rip.
Oh.
Matt said, comment on St. Francis of Assisi. Preaching the gospel is using words. How are they to hear without a preacher? It's
Well, it's
facts.
funny. Who was it that said that? Preach the gospel, use words if necessary.
Right. Who did say that?
I'm pretty sure it was. Okay,
I'm feeling,
Correct me
I'm
if
feeling Spurgeon.
it's Spurgeon.
I'm feeling Spurgeon.
I'm pretty sure it was Spurgeon
That's
that
because
said
it's
that.
always Spurgeon.
That is true.
But it is necessary, and I think
Absolutely.
your actions need to show that. But being brave about it and going, basically, don't use it as an excuse, but also use discernment. Your actions do speak louder than words,
Yeah.
but
There's a reason
words
that's what I was
are
saying.
helpful.
Yeah.
Massive outlet. If
Mhm.
if somebody's bringing something up, that's
Yeah.
a golden ticket. That's when you really don't want to miss that opportunity.
100%.
It's facts.
Yep. But if you imagine, if you get opportunity for both, you preach the gospel and they have an opportunity to see your actions.
Mhm.
That's pretty awesome.
And be a light. Hopefully, be a light with your actions. Because to be honest, as hard as preaching the gospel is, it is in some ways harder to show that to show Christ in what you're doing than it is to share the gospel. To do it right. To do it right.
That's that cuts
Yeah.
cuts deep, Daniel.
Mhm.
It's true.
Let's see.
Road raging.
Road raging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real.
I'm losing my
Madeline
voice.
said, it's the next question. When you see your wives next, what are you going to do first? Kiss them or argue with them? Multiple choice.
Oh no, I'm gonna. Yeah, yeah, she'll get, if she didn't get sick from baby, she'll be fine. I'll kiss her. Yeah, I'll kiss her. Anyway, I don't want to get her sick, but her immune system is yoked right now. So,
Gotcha.
and she's been around a baby who's been sick for over a week. Or a week, maybe it's less than a week. But no, kiss definitely.
Yeah. Mariah
One more.
said, oh yeah, what about you?
Make
You gonna
out.
kiss? Ooh, get right.
I'm gonna have to
Part-
bleep.
part
I'm gonna
three,
have to
part three.
bleep that
Yeah.
out, dude. I'm gonna
No.
bleep that
Explicit.
out.
Explicit.
I'm gonna
Explicit.
hug her while I'm doing the dishes. It's like a.
Dude, I need that. I need that.
Right?
I need
Well,
that.
you really need a
Explicit.
soundboard.
Right.
No, I have it. I just need to put the
Put
sounds
it
on.
up.
Mariah said, spaced. Question: what do you guys think of Christians and diet? As in, how do you think Christians should approach what they eat? Well, the Bible says their body is a temple.
Gluttony's
Gluttony is
talked
a sin.
about
Yeah.
a lot.
Our bodies are temple, so take
right.
care of them.
Yeah.
I would say there's no real guidelines as long as you're eating healthy.
There's a heart to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a hard
I
aspect.
mean, just don't be.
Which-
It's not like
Don't obsess.
Which,
don't
by the way,
obsess,
I go
yeah.
back and forth from one thing that's true. The your body is a temple. Although, I always get like,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I know, because technically the
Get a pillow, Cortland.
the context is sexual immorality, and you need to keep your
Yeah.
body clean. It wasn't talking about fitness, but it is true.
It
So,
is
that's
still a
good
very
verbiage.
true point.
yeah.
Yeah, still a
'Cause
very true
gluttony
point. We
isn't
need to
talked
take
about
care
enough.
of our bodies
Absolutely.
and not treat it like trash. Like it's God's creation. Are you really going to create God's creation like it's trash?
Yeah.
It doesn't. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just eat healthy. Make sure you're not eating too much sugar.
Yeah,
And-
because sugar, it the way it metabolizes and the way it metastasizes is basically that's how you get fat quick.
Yeah.
Is with sugar
Mhm.
because it turns into carbohydrates. It's crazy.
Bro, I get those carbohydrates with just the bags of chips I've been eating.
Yeah,
But you're still losing weight.
Thousands of calories.
dude, but you're
Literally
you're not gaining
lost
weight.
weight after the honeymoon. I'm salty. I'm actually salty. I thought I'd be getting the dad bod.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
Although
ridiculous.
I will say, because I don't know. This is I think he was on Iced Coffee Hour, the guy who was on the Mr. Beast video, and he's like
Mhm.
working out for half a year or something. He said that the thing that changed him the most and made him lose the most weight was just walking.
Yeah.
He said just walking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally.
Walking
it will
is,
do it.
is how you do it.
Yep.
Walk, which I get with time, but my current job is like I'm getting a lot of
A
steps.
lot of steps.
So
yeah.
anyway, take care of your body. Don't obsess over it because God will provide.
Well, and just for point of reference, I just cut gluten and sugar except on like holidays or birthdays.
Mhm.
I didn't go to the gym didn't do anything extra. I just worked, and I have a fairly physical job, but not
Yeah.
cardio extensive. I lost 50 pounds.
Crazy.
30 of those was probably just from the diet, 'cause I
Crazy,
did work
dude.
out some before, but
Let's go.
that will help a lot. Just cutting those two things will help a ton.
Yeah, the food in America, you just can't escape.
You
Yeah, I've
can't.
been listening to
all the
podcasts
chemicals.
on like food stuff and whatnot. I don't know if you listen to the Mighty Pursuit podcast.
I don't
It's
actually.
a good one.
Might
to
know
listen to.
who it is, but I don't know.
But like one of the most recent one is like on Ozempic and food and like
That's-
the epidemic of what?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
We've talked about Caleb Hammer, right? There's so many people on there. If they're not fat,
Can you get that
they
to be higher, by the way?
were fat
Can this be higher?
Mhm.
and they took Ozempic.
You just loosen this.
Oh snap!
Wow.
Yeah, there we go, tall boy. Chris is feeling
I'm
it. He's like, Chris is
Bending
like,
down.
like, got your short mic there. You know.
Yeah.
You're sitting in a shorter chair, though. too,
Yeah.
so.
But that's, something I've really noticed is that either they're really fat on financial audit or they were fat and they took Ozempic.
Yeah.
The thing about
It's
Ozempic,
dangerous. It's
the thing
behavior.
the thing I learned about Ozempic is that you can't just use it to get off weight
Yeah.
because the way it works with your body is that you're gonna go right back into what you were doing right after it. So it's either you're on it for the rest of your life, or or you just gain your weight back.
You got to change
Mhm.
behavior.
Yeah, you got to change your behavior.
And behavior comes from the heart, and you got to have a heart for the Lord.
That's right.
God
Mhm.
says, have good behavior. Don't treat your body like trash.
That's right.
Pretty much.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Jinx. I think
You're
you
welcome.
hope your witness to be honest and say, I don't know, but I can try to get back to you on that, or I don't know, but I still trust Jesus. Yeah,
That's
kinda
good.
What I was saying.
Sometimes that it will help
good.
save somebody.
Yeah, it's humbling to admit that you don't know
Absolutely.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Totally agree. Policy and abortion, but with religion, it's really just something you can't legislate. Facts.
Yeah.
Words help with clarity. Action help with reality.
Yep.
Facts.
Facts. Who said that?
Allansis.
Lances.
Nice. That's
She's
fire.
cooking.
That's a fire line, by the way.
Fire line.
Because it's true.
Let her cook.
Words need to be there for clarity, and that's
Yes.
you bring clarity to the gospel. People need to understand the law and the gospel,
Mm-hmm.
but you bring it into reality with your actions.
Allansis said, not bro lamenting not getting a dad bod.
That's so hilarious. So hilarious.
Other than
I'll trade.
Yeah.
No.
Body swapping anybody?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I was going to say, Chris, Mariah says this. I was going to say, Chris, you've only been married for a couple weeks. You might have to wait for the weight gain. But
Mm.
Johnny and I each gained about 30 pounds a month into our marriage.
Dang. Well,
That's
I'm like
a crazy
what am
confession
I?
to
I'm like
say.
almost, that's quite
Yeah.
the confession.
It
for
wasn't
sure.
30 for me. I think it was like 10 the first month.
I'm almost three weeks in, and
I
I've
just-
lost like 3
You've
pounds.
lost weight.
I just
That's
know the
crazy.
first year was definitely 40 pounds. I don't know if it was less than that, less than a month. But
I mean, I'm off my whatever diet, and I've just been eating so much garbage. I mean, so much
and you're
garbage.
enjoying every bit of it,
Allansis
aren't you?
I'm
said-
enjoying all of
I'll
it.
be Allansis said, I'll be praying get that dad bod real soon, Chris.
Well, hold on. Allansis, hold on. I'm back.
He's
better.
He's backtracking.
He
He's
said, LOL,
backtracking.
JK.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Is there more questions?
Mariah said, we got married in September, and our Christmas photos that year were out of control.
Yeah, it's hard when you see the photos and you're just like, ew. I need to lose. I need to lose a weight, bro.
Yeah.
What's funny is most people don't necessarily like. They might notice you've gained a little weight, but it's not like as blaring.
That's
because
the
when you're a
blessing
group of
about
people,
weight gain, is that it's not all at once. Can you imagine if it was
Mm.
like overnight? You gain 30 pounds,
Overnight.
I wake up. That would honestly scare me.
Yeah.
that would be
And
terrifying.
Scare me into losing weight.
Mm.
Exactly.
What if you lost it just as quick?
Dude, I
Yeah.
love that Nathan has the dad bod.
Nathan has a dad bod?
Yeah, it took him.
That's
I told
incredible.
him it would happen.
Wow.
Told him it would happen, and it did. 'Cause
Mm.
He's got metabolism, and Caleb's working on his.
Oh,
Dude,
wait.
Caleb is weird.
His body.
body's
His,
weird.
his body doesn't make sense to
He
me
doesn't.
because he runs, but I'm also like,
He eats so much.
What is the shape?
He eats so much.
Oh, I love Caleb.
It's
love you, Caleb,
he's
so
he's
much.
gained weight, but it's all like
Yeah.
dense and firm. It's
Dude,
not,
he's so dense.
yeah.
It's crazy. But no pack
He's
in
built
sight.
like a tank.
Literally.
Like he could run through a wall, and the wall. He's like those cartoons where the wall would be the shape of him.
Oof.
If he
Dude,
ran.
I really hope he's watching right now.
I hope
Please,
so.
I'm gonna
Caleb,
I'm gonna
please.
clip it and send it to
Clip
him.
it. Yeah.
Caleb, yeah, he's like those cartoons where someone walks through a brick wall, and it's like a picture of them because they've gone through it. Yeah, that's
It's hilarious.
I have severely lost the pump though. Like I was getting a lot of veins going, you know, but then now I'm like, dude, they are absent.
Unheard of Christian artists.
New World Son.
New World Sun.
Oh,
What qualifies unheard?
Not
Unheard of.
mainstream,
just
I'd say.
smaller.
Not mainstream.
Dude, perfect.
Not mainstream.
This is gonna be a meme. When Daniel asks you to move the mic closer, this is what he means.
Smells.
Oh, stop.
smells
The poor
like foam.
viewers. No.
What?
You don't fill the mic with that noise. You're taking all the oxygen from us.
Oh gosh, you guys are making me lose my voice. But yeah, unheard Christian artists, not mainstream. Okay, not mainstream even in the Christian artist realm. Because if you're already listening to Christian music, you know,
I'm sorry.
you're still thinking about it.
Oh, I see his reactions.
Oh,
Redeem Zoomer has some
Fun
featured on-
denomination
Yeah.
videos. Yes, he does.
He
He does a really good job.
Very
Except
fun.
I still don't like the fact that he just basically says all evangelicals are Baptists or non-denominationals are just Baptists.
I think he
And I'm
needs to
just-
chill though, because he's putting such emphasis on the early church fathers that it's making people very confused.
Yeah, I know it is.
Mariah said, "How do you deal with feeling like a failure if you don't immediately bring someone to Christ during your your
Wow.
first encounter with Him?"
Absolutely.
It's all God, not you.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like a failure if I
Yeah.
failed because I know that that's a seed planted.
Yep.
That's how I look
If
at
you-
the
yeah.
encounters.
Well, if you
is like-
have an opportunity
Yeah.
and you miss that,
Mhm.
that's
That's
That
different.
hurts.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
that's
yeah.
failure mode.
That
But like, I
hurts.
never go away from a conversation or like telling someone about something like, I'm a failure.
Yeah.
It's like I know I planted a seed, and that's all that matters.
Yep.
absolutely.
Let
I
God
see.
do the rest.
And as far as unheard Christian artists, that's kind of if we haven't heard of them.
Yeah, if they're unheard, it's like
No, I'm
it's
kidding.
Like when
I'm
someone,
kidding.
It's like when someone asks you, "Have you seen my keys?" And then they're like, "Where'd you put them last?" It's like, if I knew that.
You're triggering memories. You're triggering memories.
Yeah, I think there are quite a few
Yeah.
Yeah.
unheard Christian artists. I mean, Joseph Luaris.
Whoa! Is that shots fired or is that?
No, it's
No,
not
it's shout out.
because
Fire.
to
Shout
us
out.
he's heard, in our community he's heard, but
He is
to the
heard.
broad spectrum he's unheard.
And it's
Get him heard.
Yes, such good Christian music. The holy gates hear him.
Yes.
God hears him.
God hears him.
He is singing
But
praise
he
to the
also
Lord.
needs at least 1 million people hearing
Yes,
him
he
too.
does.
So
Yeah.
get
Yes.
Let's listen.
Let's go.
listen. Listen.
Listen to Joseph.
Listen to
Luaris.
Joseph.
Luaris.
Don't make it confusing.
What's his handle? No, his love handles. He doesn't have those. His
Joseph
It's
Luaris.
just Joseph
Joseph
Luaris.
Luaris.
Yeah.
Just Joseph Luaris, yeah.
He's pretty bomb.
He is. He's fire.
Bomb
He's got
diggity.
good music.
Yeah, bomb.com.
That's right. But there's a lot. There's actually a lot.
Boomers.
I love
Cool
listening to
beans.
cool
Unheard.
bro. What?
I love listening to some unheard music, Christian music. Like there's actually a lot of really good rappers. out
oh,
there,
yeah.
too.
I was
Christian
thinking rappers.
I was
yeah,
thinking
I've
rappers,
been
too.
down a stream of listening to.
Although
random rappers
nobody
being like,
nobody in
"Hmm."
indie tribe
SoundCloud
technically
rappers, though.
technically is unheard of. Is anybody?
There's
in-
some smaller ones.
There's some
If
smaller
you're talking
ones.
under 100K,
Like
like
Marty.
Marty's kind of unheard of. He's pretty popular in
He
the
is pretty popular.
because he was a part of Social Club Misfits,
yeah,
right?
and Social Club Misfits.
Because they
Mm.
were popular when I was in high school.
Yeah,
Like,
they're not
they were-
anymore, but
Yeah, they're not
Mm.
really anymore.
okay, I do need to bring this up
bring it
real
up.
quick. You know Michael Tate.
Yes.
Yep.
Rest in
Rip.
peace to that.
Situation.
There is good news with that.
Yeah.
He joined the band after that album, the album that has the most bangers. He was not in the band when the album came out. Like He Reigns. Like
He
God
Reigns, yeah.
Like
Oh yeah, you
like,
could tell who
he's
was
not
singing.
in that.
Reigns.
Which I'm just like,
It's
praise the
so
Lord,
good.
because I love those songs.
It's
And
about
it's
to be
like,
another freaking Robbie Zacharias situation.
oh,
Goodness. I'm not gonna get into it now.
No,
this is
we
no, the place.
we got into it in our last episode. Go check it
Go
out.
check it out.
Yep.
They did really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I was all your views.
Dude, I know. You were
There's
literally
so much
every
room
single
under
one.
this table.
Yeah.
What's that?
I had to move my foot because there's so much room under this table.
Dude, we can touch toes. It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Is there any other questions? He Reigns is so good. Yes.
Mm.
Yes, He Reigns is awesome. Yeah, so good. I love it.
Australian.
Chills,
Love it.
literally chills.
The Australians are built different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Literally.
I
Aussies.
love how growing up, how many bands you listen to,
Yeah.
not realizing they're from like England or like
They're not from around here.
they're not from around here
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
singing doesn't really bring out your accent. And then you like watch it. Well, it depends.
Yeah, I know.
On the
It-
accent.
sometimes-
Australian
Modern
does.
worship is all Australian, all American,
Australian.
all Americans
Or
singing in an Australian accent,
Mm,
which,
Facts.
but then Australians sing normally.
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It's hilarious.
The math ain't nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was there any other unread questions?
Nope. That was it for the red ones.
Nice.
Some questions.
Yeah.
Any other questions, you
Any
nerds?
questions?
Come on, Bible nerds.
Y'all are nerdy with us.
Come
so
on.
bring
let's,
it.
Let's nerd
Get
out.
nerdy down and nerdy.
That's right. Goodness gracious.
Weird Al.
Bomb
white
diggity.
and nerdy.
I know.
White nerd. Oh, speaking of Weird Al, I can't wait for the concert, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird Al.
we're going
This is
to
Bible
gonna be
nerds, not
lit.
Nerd Owl nerds.
Weird Al nerds.
Nerd Owl nerds.
That sounds
Dude, Weird
so
Al,
weird.
he's so
Doesn't sound
wholesome
right.
though.
He is
Speaking
pretty
of
awesome.
speaking of a Christian artist,
Yeah.
because he's Weird Al's a Christian,
Is he?
I think.
What?
Wait, no, I might be thinking of somebody else.
I feel like you're thinking of Russell Brand for some reason.
No, I
not thinking
wasn't.
of
I wasn't
Russell
thinking of Russell Brand. I thought it
Oh.
was Weird Al. Wasn't Weird Al a Christian?
I didn't think so.
I think there's speculation because he doesn't cuss. Because basically in the
Yeah,
music
or
industry, if you
it
don't
might-
swear in your music, you're
Well, he
gone
doesn't
automatically.
cuss. He doesn't cuss. He has a long, a very long, healthy marriage with his wife.
Interesting.
Mm.
Is he?
Furthermore, he's a Christian.
Furthermore, he's
Yeah.
a Christian.
The AI overview says,
Identified as a Christian.
yes, he is a Christian, devout Christian, and regularly attends church.
Wow. What church? I always got to dig into these things because there's
Right?
always doubt.
Specifically, which church? Exactly
we
which
need
church?
to know the exact church.
address?
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
Give me
I'm
the
kidding.
Wait,
address.
hold on. A Facebook post from the Hollywood Church of Christ refers to him as our brother Al.
Ooh.
I hope that's not true.
Please no.
But of course, they would claim that.
Yeah, I think
Come on.
that's
They
just
love
that's
doing
just
that,
that's just-
too.
that's
They
just
do.
the-
They do. They do.
They
They
do.
do.
They
Yeah.
love doing that.
Maybe we should just be in ignorance and just be like, this dude is
Best-
is
yeah, best to
in
be in
the
ignorant.
best
Who-
church.
We
there
were just
could ever
talking
be.
about somebody who we needed to be in ignorance because he's just so good. Who was it? Like we don't know.
Weird Al is identified as a Christian. Actually, Mariah said, "I'm not sure what his journey has been recently, but that's what it says." He always refuses to do ads for alcohol because he wanted to be a good example to kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, my
really good.
question was so whack. Don't answer. LOL says Alansis.
Which one?
I gotta see it.
Now we
Should
gotta
we
read it.
delete
No,
I guess so because it's not there.
You must
Ask it again.
comment.
yeah. We'll take whack questions.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're here for the whack.
We're here for the whack. That's right.
With the Bible.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I do like this one.
Yeah, it was. It's
It's
been
fun
really
with three
fun.
people.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's
It's so
fun. It's
dynamic
it
with three
pops up.
people. Oh yeah, the error it just keeps popping up. But
Okay.
they're so picky with their keyframes.
Actually,
I
my
give up
question
trying to
was-
get it.
So whack. Okay. It's still up just above Mariah's comments. He Reigns is so good.
Team Zoomer has some fun nomination videos. Oh, maybe it's up here.
Oh, sorry, that's you.
It's like we need to find this, Lance.
I know we need to find it. We're gonna be
Look
searching.
what you did. Look what you did
Look.
to us.
There's an unanswered question. Must be answered.
I'm so cooked.
That's perhaps unanswered.
That's probably all of us. I'm cooked.
I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
Cooked.
We're all cooked.
Deep fried.
That's right.
Chicken fried.
Mm.
Zach Brown.
Church's chicken. You know what? I never really liked Church's chicken.
I don't think I've had it.
I didn't.
I
really
had
like
it a long time ago. I was little. It was mid.
Yeah. it was
Hey,
very
babe,
good.
answer. Ask the question again, please. Don't make me do this.
Yes, please. But yeah, no. You know, what's been really encouraging is just seeing how many Christians there are in this type of space. You know, in YouTube and
Yeah.
and different things like that.
Coming out
And
of
then
the woodworks.
Christian people who don't necessarily have Christian podcasts or Christian music, but they're out there. And it's really encouraging to see people use their gifts for that kind of a thing. And I enjoy listening to them.
She just texted me the question. She said, "Gun to your head: Catholicism or Eastern Orthodoxy?"
Catholicism.
Yeah, definitely.
Eastern Orthodoxy's
Quack.
actually going south, you know.
Yeah, it's
Well,
technically it's going north and east, but no,
Daniel, don't break up my jokes. Catholicism, I do believe Catholics can be saved. That's a
Yeah.
question.
There's
a question.
Catholics that I know that I'm like 99.9%.
Yeah, that like they're safe.
confident
You know,
I mean, it's
I
same
don't know
with
their heart,
some
but it's
It's like,
Orthodox.
yeah, it's like
but-
when you don't. It's the people who don't focus on
Yeah.
the religion.
yeah, but I feel like Orthodoxy. There's ideas there
There's some
that
ideas
are
that are
really
very-
bad, like
very weird.
praying to statues.
Yeah, the idols.
The
is
idols.
very. I mean, and Catholics
don't like
sometimes
it.
do that too.
Yeah.
But to idols specifically, but idols of saints.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they'll
holding
do
the
that.
early church fathers to such a level of authority is kind of spooks.
Yeah, and the whole thing on the energies. That's so weird. That's such a weird. I don't even know
Energies.
too much about it.
Yeah,
But just for you to look up the Orthodox view on the energies, it's from what the limited amount I've heard about it, it's very odd.
yeah.
Okay. Are there any questions out there that you would think that we would each disagree with each other on?
Right.
Which is kind of hard.
It's
I'll be
really
honest,
it's too hard.
Super hard.
It's too
I don't
hard.
know
I don't even think
I don't
there's.
think
a
there
single
are
one.
any of
Alancis
those.
might be the closest to know because like you and her have talked a lot, right? You're obviously married to her, but it'd be really hard to figure out what I disagree on.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
do I disagree on?
I don't know.
We
We all kind of hold our views fairly loosely, like our
Yeah, there's-
Yeah.
essential issues
Exactly.
loosely,
yeah.
where we're able to disagree and agree, like but like kind of.
Yeah, it's not like we're
Yeah.
making a big deal.
Madeline said, "What's the hardest thing about this season of your lives?" I wouldn't say there's anything massively hard in this season. Maybe just getting sleep.
Hospital.
Yeah.
Just in the past 12
That's
months,
true.
like Madeline specifically has been in the hospital. What is it now? Has it been 3 times? Or maybe it would have been a third. I don't remember. So she had some issues. She had the gallstone issue, and we had to go in twice for that. There was, having the baby. We were originally doing it with somebody else, and then she went way overdue, and so we had to do it at the hospital, and it's just time in the hospital. I could live my life not being in a hospital again. I'm kind of good,
Really?
and I wasn't even the one. In the hospital per se.
You were there.
I was there.
You were, though.
And in some
technically.
ways that's
Yeah.
bad and
Well, you're the one taking care of the person.
right and like
So I get
being
that.
there. So it's just like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of the hospital, bro. What are you doing?
For sure.
What are you doing? So yeah, that's been hard. So like trusting God and finances. We're not doing
What?
bad.
I'm sorry, my posture is
It's so horrible. It's so bad.
I'm just looking at like T-Rex.
It's hilarious.
Sorry.
Madeline said, "What's the hardest thing?" Oh yeah. Matt Lancis says, "Is deliverance ministry good?" I think deliverance in ministry is good. I don't know.
Where's my soapbox?
Yeah.
All right,
let's
stand
take
on
it.
your chair, Daniel. Stand on
Standing
it.
on my
No,
chair.
actually, stare on it.
No, actually, I'm still iffy about some of the stuff, but deliverance ministries that I've seen, it really depends. I have a hard time. It's the focusing on it that makes it the issue, because now you're looking for something,
Yeah.
and you may be forcing stuff that's not actually there to show up.
And back to my point on like abortion and not taking care of the women after.
Yeah.
Like if you're just going through trying to cast demons out of everybody.
Yeah.
And then you're just leaving a hole there.
Yeah.
Like you kind of have to have ministry with deliverance.
You
That's
do.
how it
And it
works.
has to be ministry is the thing that's always needed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Deliverance
Isn't always needed.
is sometimes needed.
Yeah.
And so if you're focusing on a sometimes needed thing over an always needed thing,
That's going to be pressurized.
I think there's biblical truth to it.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of focus, like you're saying, makes me think, a lot of deliverance ministry leaders need deliverance from their deliverance ministry. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. It's true. Well, there's also deliverance ministry typically is trending in one direction.
Yeah.
As far as doctrine goes.
Mm-hmm.
And there are other messy things that come with that doctrine that I definitely disagree with.
Absolutely.
Especially demonic activity being seen in correlation with things that are not demonic. And that gets kind of tricky. Like, okay, are you really calling this a spirit of, like
Anxiety.
Don't
well-
excuse stuff.
yeah, I mean there's
No, I know what you mean.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's sin issues that get conflated as demons, and there's even neutral things that are considered as demons, like I could get in hot water for saying this, but it's the only example I can think of off the top of my head. Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons, which is literally just a fantasy thing that you do with your friends, and you make up the rules as you go along.
Anything.
It can be anything, and then to say that is a evil spirit, that is a gateway to demonic activity, is not. That's a neutral thing. It can be, but it not
Depends.
necessarily.
Exactly.
Right. It's
So
just
there's a
it's
lot of
just
issues that
game.
come with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of issues that come with it that are not biblical, even though deliverance is biblical.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Mariah said, favorite verses to refute Calvinism.
The biggest one that I really think you have to wrestle with is 1 John 2:1-2, or verse 2 specifically, which is Jesus was the propitiation not our sins only, but the sins of the whole world.
Right.
And
big.
that's hard. And even Calvinists have that and say, okay, well, we can't believe in limited atonement, so we're 4-point Calvinists, because that contradicts that. And I think if you take out limited atonement, all of Calvinism has to go with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can't be picky and choosy.
And I'm fine if somebody wants to disagree with me on that too. I'm not saying that it's an ultimate silver bullet, but it's the issue that when I come across, I can't go with. It's like this verse seems to contradict a lot of the tenets of Calvinism.
Yeah, absolutely. I would think I probably wouldn't come up with one verse. In fact,
Yeah.
I'd probably stick with their silver bullets even.
Oh, true. Yeah, going with some of their own, like Romans
Like
8 and
Romans-
9.
Yep, 8 and 9. And then also Ephesus. I'm trying to remember. Is it
Ephesians- it's Ephesians 1.
Is it 1?
Yeah, definitely 1, but
Okay.
there's other spots.
I
in
was thinking
Ephesians.
3, but yeah,
3
it's possible
as well.
both. Okay,
Yeah.
because they use Ephesians 3 and Romans 8 and 9 a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'd probably go with those. I'd also look back, because one thing that's taken really wrong is between like Jacob and Esau,
Mm-hmm.
in that God never said that Esau was, condemned to hell, that he hated him on that front. And if you take that perspective that, no, okay, God hated Esau and loved Jacob, therefore he's choosing. How about when Jesus says, if your parents are like against me,
Mhm.
then you leave them.
Yeah.
And it also brings up the word hate in that.
Yep.
And love is used also in multiple contexts, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, does that
Yeah.
mean you hate your parents? Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
No, it's using that word in a different meaning, and you can absolutely see that. So I would use that one because that one gets twisted a lot.
And for any, because I know a few Calvinists that do watch, or at least a couple people who are more reformed leaning that would watch this.
Sure.
Totally like put out any of your arguments against all of these things. Definitely open
good.
to it.
We definitely wouldn't want it to be one-sided.
No,
but I would
no.
definitely like to look at their own perspective and then go to varying different verses and texts, because I don't think this is a topic you can debate about with just like going to one
No.
verse and being like, here's my silver bullet, because
and there's a lot
deep.
in there's a
It's
lot
deep.
in nuance, and especially
Absolutely.
it's hard debating because I don't land on a position on soteriology. I have positions that I lean on, but I don't have a specific soteriological framework.
Like, I'm Lutheran.
I'm not provisionist.
Right.
I'm not Arminian.
Right.
I'm not Wesleyan Arminian or classical Arminian. I lean more Lutheran because Lutherans, the Lutheran view is much more of a, we don't know, we're going to hold it in tension type of view. So I guess I kind of lean more towards that. But
Yeah.
I also, it's one of the things I've studied the most. So
Yeah.
it's fascinating to me.
Like
So.
we were talking about, I wouldn't want to break unity over it.
No,
Like,
absolutely.
and so
not.
I have a hard time
Absolutely not.
debating it too, because I think it's a topic that is pointless. My perspective is that
Yeah.
God knows what he knows, and if this is affecting what we should know to do, which is preaching the gospel and being image bearers, then you got to check yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Madeline said, "What is one thing that makes you anxious?" I'd say the main thing for me is money issues.
Mooney.
Mm-hmm.
Mooney.
Probably me, like, not making money or that God will provide, but that I make the right financial decisions. If I like have big purchases I could be making,
Right.
it always scares me because I'm thinking, is that really the right call, or is there a better order of doing this? But I think everybody can agree on that. Just
It becomes more of an anxious thing when you get married.
Mm.
Like before that, it was just kind of like whatever. Money ebbs and
it
flows.
was. It was.
I hope it just flows.
I was always frustrated about saving money, but at the same time, it was, I'd save up for something and I'd buy it.
Yeah.
And that was always the way I'd done. I was good at saving money, but then I was saving money for a specific goal. And that
Which
goal,
is good.
But then as soon as that goal was met, I spent that money and then I had very little.
The next goal is emergency fund, which you have, right? So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
That's-
100%. Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
if
When
you
I got
have an
married, it
emergency fund,
changed. Yeah.
that gives so much
Yeah, same.
security.
It does.
Yeah,
The emergency fund is
fair.
good. But the financials, like, especially when you're trying to save up for a house.
Yeah.
Neither of you can relate.
No, I get
What are you
it.
talking about? It's like,
There's stuff I
No,
gotta do on a house.
You got a
So,
mortgage. You got a mortgage, and you got to
Yeah.
do a bunch of stuff to fix it up.
yeah,
But to be able to go and get that, especially living here and with the growing family,
yeah.
that's probably been a little bit. That's been the anxious thing. And then with hospital stuff coming up, it's like, it's just like when stuff isn't going into savings, you're just
Mhm.
kind of like just looking at it not grow, and that can give me anxiety a little
Yeah,
bit
For sure.
sometimes.
And I think with that, like, your mentality is good, because I feel the same way with like growing my business, because
Yeah.
I didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It just God provided.
Yep.
And so with the house, like working on it, it was honestly just got so much help, encouragement, advice. It's just, if you can fall under these three principles, then you got it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Go for it. Take opportunities. Like a lot of people with business and with like just getting jobs or like getting a house even, or financial decisions, it's like, oh, I'm too nervous, so I'm going to hold on to it. It's like, well, the Bible talks about talents, and I think talents in that context could be talking about our talents, but also specifically money is what it's talking about. So it's like, don't just bury that and be like, I'm too scared to mess with it because he's a harsh man. You know?
Yeah.
But the other thing is know those opportunities. Like, don't put yourself in a poor position. Like, know what you can do.
Yep.
And make goals.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is appreciate and not take advantage, but appreciate and be open to advice and help, because I would certainly not be where I am at without that.
100%.
Like, I would not have made it. All I did was go for it.
Yeah.
That's all I did. Right.
Yeah, walk
And
through the
make a couple
walk through the
spreadsheets.
doors.
And that's
Through the open
that
doors.
applies to a lot in life, and that's
Yeah.
why we just cast our cares on the Lord, because
Exactly.
He does have it covered.
He does.
He really does.
Really does.
He's, he cares so much about the flowers and the birds of the air. How
Yeah.
much more does he care about us?
Right.
Mm.
Exactly.
Why do we care about the clothes we wear? Literally says that.
Yep.
Crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Madeline said, if you had the whole week off, what would you do, and what would you try to fit in? Be honest.
Me.
I don't get the fit in part, but
Dude, I
fit in is like what would you try to get squeezed
Yeah.
into the week? I get it.
I
I don't know.
I would have so many ideas about what I would do, and I
This
would
is how
do
I am.
almost none of them.
Yep, that's exactly what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I'd have so many projects, be like, I'm gonna nail this, and then do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I get that too, but I would also probably go on vacation,
yeah, there you go.
I'd
That
probably go
honestly,
camping.
yeah.
I'd probably
Yeah.
take my family
Yeah.
camping.
because you'd say, I'm gonna do all these things, and then you're like, dude, I'm lazy, and then a couple days later, you're like, I'm just gonna go on
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that'd be me. Although, because I have so many things, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do some extra work on the podcast. I'll do some this and this and this and this,
Yeah, no.
and then I'm like, yeah, no, I'm totally not. I'm
First,
totally
you gotta take a few
like
days to just like rest up.
exactly,
Yeah, rest up.
exactly.
Anyway,
Gotta get into the zone.
Madeline also said, look at that attractively handsome man on the left. You are pretty handsome.
Mm.
Cortland's left.
Thank you, sister.
Slinks.
Thank you, Cortland.
Hey.
That's so sweet.
So sweet.
Brent said,
That's
wouldn't know. Brent said, where? Classic Brent.
Where?
Ryan
Yeah.
said, W verse in context use. Matt said, Chris, get much sun today?
I did. You can see it.
Yep.
You can see it right here. It's
Mhm.
highlighted, literally.
Yeah, it is highlighted. Very
Yikes.
good.
Mariah,
I got sunburnt a
yeah.
few days ago.
Mariah said, agree. I'm on provisionalist or Armenian. I'm not provisionalist or Armenian. I'm just not Calvinist. LOL.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alonso said, what's something you'd like to include or emphasize in a Protestant Reformation?
Oh.
Madeline, I know. I was kidding.
The indulgences was the thing that Luther really pushed on during the Protestant Reformation. And that was pretty bad. The indulgences were pretty bad. Basically, pay money to the church, forgive your sins. And it got really, really messy. Yeah. And that was more or less his main grievance among the rest of the 95 reasons.
I would tell, if I could go back in time, I would tell them what the churches became.
I think a lot of them would hesitate. Like a lot
I'd
of
say,
them wouldn't
guys,
like
you
what's
wouldn't
going
believe
on.
it. Most of them went gay.
That's wild, dude. It's true though.
It's
True. It's true.
Yep.
no.
Alansis said, is there anything y'all think sisters in the faith misunderstand or can't fully understand about being brothers in the faith? Not in a red pill way, of course. Just curious.
That's an interesting question.
That is a good one.
My brain is not ready for that one, to be honest.
Hold on. It's cooking.
That's it. No, it's
It's a little
it's
slow.
brewing.
The
Something's brewing.
The burner's probably off, but I think
You ran out of
happening.
propane.
Yeah.
There's clicking, but there's nothing.
I'm just like going friction. Just trying.
Anything at this point.
Because
I think I'm just showing the male brain, actually, if that
yeah,
helps.
no. Well,
Yeah.
with men, and let me reread the question just to make sure I'm getting it right. Is
I'm
there
getting
anything
dizzy,
wrong?
actually.
Misunderstand or can't fully understand about being brothers in the faith. Not right. Okay, so yeah, just the way guys communicate with each other
It's different.
is
Oh,
just
it's
is
so
different.
different.
Way different.
Yeah.
I'm finding that
Yeah.
out big time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just different.
Way
We're doing it
different.
right now.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it we joke around,
I
we
feel like
banter,
filters
we,
are different,
we
right?
insult each
100%.
other. If you took so many
Wow.
things out of context, we would look so horrible.
Hold on, that's good.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
good because a comedian said once that if a girl posts like pictures of herself or whatever on Instagram, right? Then all her girlfriends are gonna be like, gorgeous, beautiful, you're the hottest. But then if a guy posts something on Instagram,
Bro, you're so fat.
if he sees a positive comment, that's like biggest thing ever. If a girl gets less compliments, this is just what I've heard, guys. This is what I've heard. I'm not making a stance.
Yeah.
See, this is the filter coming through. Is if a girl doesn't get a certain amount of compliments, then it's like, wow, depreciated. Oof. If a guy gets one compliment, I still remember years ago when a customer complimented my hair. I still
Felt
remember
really
that.
good. Felt really good.
It felt good.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wow.
I know. I got to remember to compliment guys more.
Same.
In a
I've thought
non-weird
about
way.
that. Yeah.
You know,
like, it's such a big thing.
It can be
you
in
know
a gay way.
who's goated at this?
Yeah, it's true. Just make sure it's not a
Yeah, but you know who's you know who's goated at this?
How do you know these days?
Yeah, it's true. Or who is a man?
Oh,
What's a woman?
Sorry, go for it.
Anyway,
Tyler.
What's that?
Tyler's really good at intentionally complimenting
Okay,
people.
Tyler is my best friend of all time, and he makes me feel so good.
Yeah.
Like when we have Bible
Yeah.
study, I'm like, dude, and it makes me compliment him. Like I'm like, dude,
Dude, there's
you're
one
the best.
there's one thing he said, and I can
you,
play
Tyler.
I can play chords.
Mhm.
I have a okay sense of rhythm. I don't know that many strumming patterns. I barely know how to pick, and I'm very, very average, slightly below average of playing
Absolutely.
guitar specifically.
Mm.
Bro, you know what he said to me?
What?
He said, "I love how honest your worship is. I love how what was it? I love how it wasn't honest. It was I love how humble. It was I love how humble your worship is. The worship is. I love how just what he said and the way he said it. I'm just like, that means the world to me.
Yeah.
That means so much.
Tyler's so good at being like
Yeah.
really open
Yeah.
and
Glazing Tyler.
Yeah, mad glazing Tyler. It's okay though. It's okay.
Yeah.
He
he's
needs
our
the
boy.
glaze right now. Like,
But it's that.
yeah,
We should do that more.
absolutely.
I think we should do
I
that
think
more.
about that all the time.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, dude, I need to just compliment more.
Yeah.
Because I know how that makes me feel. Like
Mhm.
when people compliment me, I'm like, dude, really?
Yeah.
Dang, let's go. You know?
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with boys together, like
Yeah.
when women hear it, it's kind of like, you guys are good just talking nonsense. Like, no, we talk
Yeah.
deep, but
It's mad deep, very deep.
but we banter.
I would argue deeper than girl conversations.
Oh,
That's,
you're about to get a lot of hate.
Cortland, say it.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Ah, you said it.
It's true.
Who's in it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm
I'm not saying
Yeah, you had-
girl
you-
conversations can't get deep. They do, but just the guys are so much better at it. I'm gonna be real.
I can't say
because they don't wear their feelings. Like,
Well, no.
they're feel.
It's because it's the one time we're open when
It's
we actually
true.
get deep.
Hit me again. See how that works out for me.
The thing is it's hard for me because I've had deep conversations with guys and girls.
You're good at having deep conversations.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That
No,
actually means so much. See,
I-
he did it. He pulled a Tyler.
I
That-
did, but also I remember.
very
I
sweet.
remember.
That's very good.
I remember
You are.
that one time. I don't have to get into it for sake of
Yeah.
embarrassment if you don't
Yeah.
want.
Oh no,
But,
that's fine.
When you, I was so nervous because I thought you were gonna say something else. But years ago,
Uh-huh.
when you texted me or called me, you're like, "Hey, can I talk to you?"
I knew you were gonna. Yeah, is that one?
And I was like, "Yeah."
Uh huh.
And you asked me to meet. I think we met at the Harvey's house.
Yeah, I was house sitting the
house
Harveys.
sitting
Yep.
at the Harvey's, and you were talking to me about like how you felt, like that I was better at like playing the drums or something, and that I made you feel.
It was
confident or
the I
something
think it
like
was the
that.
critique.
The
It was
critique,
the
yeah.
critiques. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, dip."
Yeah. Which you didn't see it that way.
No.
It wasn't. You were just trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
that was something, and yeah, that's so good.
okay.
Our
Yeah.
relationships grow so much from conversations
know.
like that.
Absolutely. I do wanna mention like a caveat. I think this might
Yeah.
help. I think that men and women tend to hold types of conversations and topics at different hierarchies.
Yes,
That's how I put it, because that's something
100%.
I've learned a lot is I will make everything so philosophical and deep, quote unquote,
Right.
but to other people to hope that might not be the same kind of deep. Where I see something that she's prioritizing, like, oh, this is really important to me. I'm like, is it? You know?
Right.
But then like learning that, being like, well, yeah, to her it is. Although I will point out also that like people will randomly call her about the most stupid stuff. It'll be like, did you know that like Brad Pitt broke up with da-da-da? And I'm like,
Yeah. Well, emotions. Emotions is a big thing.
Sure.
So there's a difference between when we say deep, we might actually mean two different things in some
absolutely.
cases. So one is more being deep emotional. Like you can be super deep philosophically and be very shallow emotionally.
Absolutely.
So there's those two different ways of
And
communicating.
there's deep. It's like I'm gonna share my guts with you.
And then
Yeah.
literally start crying. And that's different for guys because that's not culturally acceptable. So when a guy's getting deep,
Yeah.
it hits a lot harder because it's not commonplace to be
Yeah.
that emotional.
That's why when like a guy cries in conversation, it's like it like, hits you like a cannon.
it
'Cause you're
hits
like,
you, bro.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where when women cry, it's like, oh, they're just having a normal conversation.
Oh
They're
my
talking
goodness.
about their
when Tyler
the
was
kitten that they
we're
just got.
I'm glazing Tyler again. When
Yeah.
he was like crying, giving this that beautiful speech. Your speech was also very beautiful, Daniel.
Yeah, I got
would-
a little choked up
I
too.
would've-
But Tyler might be more emotional than me, but I'm still very
Most
very
definitely he
emotional,
is.
yeah.
But also like I definitely would have cried at either of those, but like I had
Dude,
to
it's
keep
hard.
my manhood after the
hard.
ceremony.
Dude, it's
hard,
hard when
yeah.
you're
After
you're
that
still
ceremony-
you're still buzzing from everything that's going on that day.
I was buzzed for
You're
sure.
still you're not
I'm
you're
just kidding,
you're
I'm kidding,
not
I'm
there.
kidding.
You're not there. Like I
No,
remember
I
my
wasn't.
wedding. Like I got emotional when I just walked down the aisle, but I didn't cry. And I was like, should I have cried? I don't even know. Like I was so out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
you
was
had a
also on
lot
of
going
drugs.
on.
There was-
You were
Yeah.
in the
Massive
middle of
kidney infection.
a kidney.
And I was
Different,
wearing, like,
yeah.
a ton of clothes.
And
Yeah.
everybody's
It was
different.
hot. It was also
Yeah.
100 degrees.
But I do want to point out that Tyler, being the way that he is, can like hang
Bryn
out with
just said
girls
read
a
the
lot
chat.
easier.
Yeah.
And it's the same with me too. I can
Yeah.
hang out with girls a lot easier than some other guys throughout my life just because I'm a little more emotional. I wear my heart on my sleeve a little bit more in it, so it's easier to tap into those
Yeah.
conversations.
Oh,
somewhat.
Dip, we're getting roasted in the comments.
Only
You need to pull
certain
back.
kinds
Hold
for
on.
me. Is it
Wait,
only
wait,
women
wait.
that are listening?
Yeah,
Did
I
we
think
just
so.
make a
I
mistake?
think so. We made a
did.
mistake.
We love
Mariah
the
said Donna's
women.
really good at complimenting. Bryn said someone said that the only time guys get flowers at their funeral, which is sad.
Oh,
Then I think
that is
Daisy's
sad.
controlling Gary Nelson.
Okay.
So it's true. Men need to compliment each other more. Madeline said, "I almost bought Daniel flowers today. Now I wish I did." I'll dip.
Oh, that would have been so sweet.
Right.
See, look at that.
I,
Then-
that's still so sweet.
Daisy said, "I don't know about that." Of course.
Yeah.
Madeline said, "And you're very good guitarist, dear." Good.
She,
Mariah
she's
said, "Whoa,
she's
that's
supposed
kind
to
of
say
out of-
that.
Yeah. Mariah said, "Whoa, that's kind of out of pocket."
Blah,
We talked
blah,
about
blah.
a bunch of blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Right? Mariah said, "Actually, it's because you don't hear our deep convos. We don't have them in front of you."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we're not saying you don't have deep
no.
conversations. I'm saying on average.
On average,
And I didn't
the guys,
say anything.
The guys,
You're so full of crap,
you're
Daniel.
full of it, bro. Your butt is jealous of your mouth for how much crap you're talking.
No, hey, I didn't say anything. All I said was that women have more deep emotional conversations.
Right.
Okay,
And guys
Yeah,
have
but
more
it's
deep.
different.
think
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Bible study.
Yeah.
Real quick. I'm digging myself. a
Oh,
grave big
dude,
time.
you are gonna
Think about Bible study.
bro.
Bryn
Start
said we
digging.
ride at dawn. We're cooked.
I know. Thinking of how crazy our conversations get.
Yeah,
Girls in the chat, how crazy do your conversations get? 'Cause
probably pretty
ours
crazy.
get crazy
Oh,
deep,
absolutely.
crazy
Yeah.
deep, like
Yeah.
personal confessions,
deep-
prayer.
Now, I need to.
I need to hear. I
I
need
need
to hear
to
their side.
caveat something here. We are Christian men.
Ah,
Yeah.
Little different.
big diff, big
Little
diff,
different.
Huge dip.
because we're open
Yeah.
with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Whereas maybe some men aren't as likely to be. In this
Facts.
generation, probably maybe a little bit more than previous generations, but
yeah.
still.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to
deep
hear the
glaze
girl's
is
perspective.
Real, right? Only a select few people hear my deep convos.
Hmm.
And there it is. Different views on deep. Now we're getting somewhere. We're not trying to deglaze you guys.
Which
Chill.
was me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mariah Wise, and today I found out I'm a man. Apparently, said Mariah. Oh boy. Daisy said, "Keep it coming." Read the chat. Lance said, "I cried enough for both of us." Oh, when I walked down the aisle. That's true.
Yeah.
Or men don't have as many deep convos, so it feels like different, and girls have deep convos more often. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mariah said,
it's person to person.
yeah,
This,
exactly.
yeah, this
Mariah
personal.
said, I guess I'm trans. I mean, if this is a confession.
no.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
no,
kidding.
no,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Bryn said crazy. She's the one who said it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. Don't play with me.
Alliance said, yeah, we have the same convos. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And I don't.
Bryn, is that
It,
in
it
regards to Bible study, confessing things I never thought I would? Because I'm genuinely curious, because this would be a big piece of, because for us, we get super, super deep.
yeah, I think
You know?
I'm pretty sure the girls do too.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Mariah
But
said, Daisy and I talk about the possibilities of the future of space travel. I will dig deep into theology.
Yeah.
With anyone confessing sins, etc. I guess I'm a man, lol. Gosh, chill. You're not.
no.
Yes, in the Bible study with my siblings.
And it is more person to person. There's more analytically
talking
minded
about,
people,
like-
more emotional people.
True.
Like, not you guys. You guys are obviously deep people.
Oh, yeah.
Like our
yeah.
siblings.
Oh,
and
oh, yeah.
Spouses.
I
and
have
stuff.
the same conversations
Yeah.
across the board.
Oh,
There's not
absolutely.
really much of a
And
difference
like if we're talking surface level conversations, I do find sometimes with guys it can be mad shallow.
there. Oh yeah,
when
very
I just want to
shallow.
have like a
Yeah.
really nice conversation. Like with girls,
then they're
it,
just
can,
like-
it can get deep fast, and I'll be like, "Whoa, okay," you know.
You do see that it's actually very rare to find guys that will actually participate in that. Mostly you'll basically get dismissed. You try to get more in a deep conversation, then people are like, "But then, bro," and then
Yeah.
I've been in those conversations.
And also, I feel like
Yeah.
the guys, I don't know. It's just the Christian community, right? Because
yeah,
as a
it's
guy, knowing guys that have made a lot of crazy mistakes,
Yeah.
makes things like
Mm.
a little bit different, you know, where it's
Yeah.
like
Real.
a lot of mistakes, a lot of repentance needed, a lot of help,
yeah,
a lot of tears.
tears, man.
Alliance said, we get pretty dang vulnerable. Guys,
Guys,
chill out. We're not. Okay. I often
Cortland,
share the
Cortland,
worst part
thicker
of
skin,
my.
thicker skin, buddy.
That's true. Yeah, we
Thicker
did talk about that. I often share the worst part of my testimony with women I've met
Yeah,
20 minutes prior to show how I relate to their struggles. True.
Yeah.
Alliance said, I'm actually
That's
trying to
right.
get less vulnerable, so I'm not trauma dumping.
same.
Not beefing, she said. That's good. Yeah,
Not
no,
beefing.
we're not beefing either.
Yeah.
We're just-
Same, actually. I
no
do
beef,
that
no
too.
beef, no beef.
No
I
beef.
also-
Only chicken here.
We're just trying to learn.
I also
We're trying to
cry
learn
more
the
than
great mystery.
I cry more than the average guy.
I do too.
Guaranteed.
I mean, I cry to Alliances a lot.
oh yeah, I do. I cry. Yeah,
I've cried once in my life.
You're lying.
Mm-hmm.
dude. You've cried more than that in front of me.
Ah,
like-
shoot.
Dude, you cried like 4 times at your wedding alone.
Bro, that was one perpetual cry. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I mean, if we're counting all our cries as one perpetual cry, then yes.
Some
I've
of those
cried
pictures,
once.
bro, were wild. Look like a blobfish, bro. With my lips are like,
Dude, you know who looked like a blobfish?
who that?
Isaiah.
Bro,
Are we roasting
On
Isaiah?
the ground,
Bro,
just
he
looking for
clung.
water.
That's so wild.
Isaiah's catching strays. We're supposed to compliment each other.
Yeah.
Isaiah, you like were good in a picture of when you were just dead weight.
Yeah.
It's crazy. No, that's probably a good time to end it.
Oh,
I'm,
absolutely,
dude,
yeah.
I'm gonna crash after this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash after.
I'm going
this.
to the gym.
I'm gonna not crash, hopefully, because I have an hour drive home.
Yeah,
Shoot.
yeah. I'm starting to. My voice is starting to get.
I've
out
noticed
of
mine
here.
was starting to crack. I've noticed mine was starting to crack.
We've been too vulnerable, boys. We need
We've
to
been
back
too
out.
Yeah, but I'm the
vulnerable.
only one with
Back
a
out.
sore throat, so
Back
I
out.
have an
Getting a little too
excuse.
personal. Time to cut it off.
Yeah, cut it off. Cut it
Yeah,
off.
that's right. No, it was great. Those were a lot of good questions, and I
Yeah.
think this might be the longest live stream we've
This-
done.
Alliance
How
said, hold
long?
on. Alliance said, I actually think this is a good thing we didn't know this about each other as men and women. I think there should be boundaries around men and women being emotionally
True.
vulnerable with each other.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. If they're married or if other people, if they're single. That's true. Yep.
Yeah, and it's different. Like when you're sharing story, sharing testimony, sharing emotionally charged things. But specifically getting emotional, like finding those things that can be a hard, that can be a hard spot. There's time and place.
Absolutely. And my personal conviction, I think that's a really great point to bring up. Anybody
true.
besides my wife, I I don't want to hear your deepest, darkest stuff.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Same.
I think that's totally wrong, and I
Yeah.
don't want to give mine. So it's like,
Yeah.
nah.
Exactly.
Oh, with the opposite.
With
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because some
I
of
think
this,
there's a
yeah,
line there.
there
You
can
don't wanna
be.
be too emotionally connected.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. Like Mariah said, we've deglazed the girls enough. LOL. That's when we quit.
Guys,
talk about
talk
being
to your wives. Talk
sensitive.
good to your wives.
I'm just kidding.
Dude, I am in the clear. You guys incriminated
Dude.
yourselves.
Madeline, is he in the clear?
Daniel.
Is he in the clear? Because I think he's just sitting on a throne of lies.
No,
Madeline, ruin him.
Also, I mean, honestly, the truth hurts. So
Cortland, you have an hour drive? An hour drive. And then you have
I'm kidding, Raya.
children.
I'm kidding, Raya.
You have children.
That's hilarious.
I'm not scared of you though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think
Rage
that's a
bait
good
experts here.
rage bait.
Says
Right.
Brian.
That's right.
Hey, again.
Dude, I can't
truth
even
hurts.
imagine listening to this on Spotify.
Yeah.
Probably a good time, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
good. Probably fun. Probably fun.
So
to listen
glad you
to.
guys get deep with each other though.
Yeah, we're not in the majority.
It's not
1 out-
common,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Mariah said 1 out of 10 rage bait.
1 out of 10.
Is that good or bad?
I don't think that's bad.
Depends.
I
Is
don't
that
think
is
it's
that
bad.
like? Are you saying? Sorry, what's the question?
Man, why?
Is Mariah saying, like,
Dude,
our
he's-
rage bait is like we're not actually rage baiting, or is it saying like you suck
Dude,
so much?
the grave is 8 foot deep at this point.
think so.
Cortland.
Super
the
deep,
grave is
super
8
deep.
foot deep.
Our whole viewer base are females. What?
Yeah.
We did this to
Actually, we did
ourselves.
have one video that was legit, and it was the one that did pretty well.
yeah.
That was like it had to have been like 70% female.
Nice.
So watch
I was
yourself.
Actually,
told there was a tsunami
More women
warning.
are Christian.
Madeline
Yeah,
said
more
I was-
women are Christian.
That's
Yeah.
true.
'Cause
That's
they
it.
don't
That's the
get-
sucky
they don't
thing.
Get caught
Like,
up in
when
garbage.
women- when women like the statistic about if the wife is turns into Christian in the household, then the chances of the whole house turning are very low.
Mm.
Whereas like when the husband turns,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like super high.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's just shows the calling and responsibility of
Exactly.
the husband
Yeah,
to
and
lead his
Call
family.
out. Yep.
also that women, I feel like, really represent wisdom.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I was told there
Helping
was a
us thumbs
tsunami
out.
warning, so I wasn't listening. That's what Madeline said.
Mm.
Interesting.
Did we
I didn't get a
undeglaze
notification.
you guys? Did we get
10 more
stop
rage baits on the
baiting?
way, said Lancis with a little smiling devil face.
10 more.
9.
on the way when Cortland gets home?
one out of 10 rage bait. That's what it meant. One
chat.
You're good,
1 out
Chad.
of 10 rage bait. So there's 9 more to come.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
gotta
see.
keep
when you're
rage
home,
baiting.
when you're
Thank you
home.
for the glazing, Chris, says Mariah.
Always.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's perfect. It's a good time to end it.
That's right.
We had fun. We had
need
fun with
women,
you guys.
We need women. We need
Yes,
Okay.
yep,
Absolutely.
yep,
I wouldn't be
exactly.
anywhere without Lancis.
All right. Good job, guys. Good job.
Well, it's good stuff.
Mm.
We'll end it. For anybody listening, hope you enjoyed. It was chaotic, but it was fun.
Yeah.
That's usually how our live streams are.
And now there's 3 of
Yeah.
us, so we got to get less chaotic
was
or
fun.
more chaotic.
It's
no,
probably
God-
both.
God's not chaotic.
No,
so
God's
we
not
gotta-
chaotic.
we gotta
He's
fix-
ordered.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those of you listening more, anybody who's watching the live stream probably already knows. But go ahead, like, subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more. And if you want to chat with us, hit us up on Instagram, at bros.biblenerds and Bible Nerds.
Goodness
Instagram.
sake, that was
bro-
butchered.
just
Start
look-
over. Start over.
just
What is
look-
it again?
Just look up Brothers and Bible Nerds. Who
It'll
cares
pop up.
about our
There's not that
tagline?
many.
Yeah, there's not that many. You look it up. Just look it up on the internet anywhere, and we're the first to pop up. So
Yeah.
you'll find us. So
Well,
hit us up
Yeah.
and chat with us, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to stay
Stay
nerdy.
Nerdy,
but especially
about the
Bible.
Bible. I got it that time.
Love you
Yeah, I
guys.
suck at that.
See you later.
You were so wrong.
Dude, compared to what I've been doing,
That's true. That's true.
when it first happened.